welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. So today I'm coming back to you with another journal page that we can embellish for our journals. So today I wanted to share what I've been doing in my journal. So been playing around with little pieces of fabric, and today I wanted to show you how I embellished my pages with pieces of fabric that you can use, make them really pretty, sew, glue, add trim to it, and stuff like that. So I did create 2 pages just to show you also an idea of what I'm talking about, and then we can create one together. So okay, let's start on this side here, this side. Okay, this side here. Actually, I wanted to show you this one first here. So I'm halfway through with my journal, and this is the page right here. So in this page I use denim. I have like pieces of denim that I haven't used, and I said, you know what, let me use the denim. I was going to use some of the fabric, but I did use in the other one of fabric, so you can see a piece of fabric. So in this part here, I decided to use the denim. I did kind of like distress it, and then, but before I added this part here with the denim and the image and all that, I did cover the page in the bottom with paper like this, with tissue paper that I printed on, and that is how I've been doing it. I love working with tissue paper, so I feel like that's really easy to use. It takes the print really nice, and then also I love that it's transparent as well. So that's how I covered the page in the bottom. Then I did some collage on the top. I know you can't see most of the collage because I did cover a lot of it, but I'm going to bring it up a little bit so you can see. So we do have some musical paper, and we do have some book page, more musical paper, and stuff like that. And then this is the paper here with the tissue with the print. And so, and then I did the, I added the piece of denim, and I added it to a burlap piece, and you can see the burlap in the bottom. Here I added like a little trim, and I did some faux sewing with twine, and then I did a little bit of collage here. I put some gingham fabric that I thought that went really cute. I put a wooden butterfly, sewed it in, and then here I have a dried flower and some trim in the back. So here I also did cut the denim here just to distress it a little bit, and over here I cut it. You can see the burlap just peeking out. Then I just added this really pretty image. I added a trim on the top, just added some pieces of ephemera, and then here I added another piece of fabric in the bottom, the denim on the top, and this is a wooden flower that I just colored in with my markers. And that's it, my darlings. That is the first page. Really pretty. I had so much fun creating this. You can add so much to it. You know, this is the way I created mine, but you can definitely add a lot of it, a lot of things to it. You can add wax seals, you can add buttons, you can just sew, faux sew any pattern on there. Really nice. So I like this because there's a variety of how you can create your page. So that's page 1, and then let me show you page 2. This one is page 2 here. So I used that gingham fabric. This one here is really pretty. Green, really pretty. And then I used some of the denim for the heart. And then I used some trim, and I put it at the bottom here. The fabric up there. I did put dry flower there and here, and then I kind of like they're glued in, but I kind of made like a faux sewing there with twine just to give it some interest, as well as here. And then the background of the page is the same as the first one. It's not the same design, but it's the same technique. I just put down the tissue paper, and then I did some collage. For this one here, I did add a little bit of acrylic paint at the bottom because I did want some of the green to come out so that it matches a little bit of this fabric here. And then I added her, and then I also at the bottom here I have some wallpaper that's kind of like textured. Let me see if I have a piece here. This one here, you can see it's like textured. So I distressed it and put it behind her right there, and then just added little pieces of ephemera. So this is the second page here. And the heart, I also did like some faux sewing there just to give it some interest. I thought it was a little bit plain, so I just added that. That's really pretty. So different ways that you can decorate your pages. So I wanted to do one with you guys, but I had, of course, something a little different. So I wanted to do one on my other journal, which is this one here, because I already have 2 pages done on that one. I don't want to do a third one, so I wanted to do this page here. Of course, this page is super colorful, and if I do the tissue paper, it's going to come through. This is the one that I'm going to use for this one, but you can see that it's going to come right through, so it's not going to look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the page out of the journal. So here I have a template that I cut out. It's the same size as the page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this page out of the journal, and then I'm just going to bring it into the journal. Just put this just to find the page. But I'm going to do the page the same process that I did with the other ones. Nothing's going to change. The only thing that's going to change is that I'm not actually doing the page on the journals. The other ones I actually did the page on the journal, but that's not really much of a difference. So I'm going to cover the page with this tissue paper here, and then we'll take it from there. We're gonna just decorate. I have a box here that I have a few little things here and there, twine and things that I think I will need to decorate this page here. And then I thought I would use like this fabric here. Is really pretty, something a little bit different, and I did cut out some smaller parts here to these here. Yeah, these here. So, but I don't know now because this page is pretty tall, so I don't know if I'm gonna need more. And then I kind of like distressed it, kind of like cut it and distressed it. So let me see, I can do 2. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can do a small one and a taller one. Let me see. I'm just gonna cut a piece now. I thought that I was gonna do it on the other size page. That's why I didn't. I kind of prepared those little pieces for that type of format. So this format here is a little bit longer, and I don't want the pages to look super empty. But even though it's really not going to look empty because I can add so much to it. And as I as I embellish it and everything, you'll see all the things that you can add to it. Yeah, so I think I'll probably use this piece here. I'm just going to trim it just a tad bit. I do want other things to show on the I'm just going to distress this one a little bit, and then we can start doing the page. So here is the page. It did get a little bit warped because the paper that I use is not super thick, and I did that intentionally. I didn't want to use a really thick paper because it's going to be glued onto the actual journal page. So it's not a super thick paper, but it's also not very thin. So it's okay if it warps a little bit because I'm going to keep adding to the page and hopefully it'll just take form. I'm just going to distress this real quick. Okay, so that's that. So I am going to use this piece here and this piece here that I mentioned. I did distress it a little bit, the second piece that I cut out, and so I think I'm going to do something like that, but I do want to add a little bit of color to the back like I did with the other one, and so I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to Alright, so that we have that there, and now we're going to do some collage. So here I already took out the papers that I want to use. This is a piece of wallpaper. I don't know if I'm going to use any of that, but maybe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just add pieces to this page here. Let me take out my brush that I want to use. I'm just going to use this one here. Okay, so I'm going to start adding pieces. Okay, so here is the page. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so now I do want to bring some of the color a little bit out, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the paint here. I'll do this one in a little bit. And I just want to, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try something. See if I can just do this and just add some color to it. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to add a little bit of this one here. Not too much, just to balance it off. Okay, and I'm just going to dry that. Okay, so here is the page, and this is what it looks like up front. Has a little bit of the paint. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the page. So I decided that I'm going to do something like this and like this. Something like that, and then of course embellish the rest of it. Let me see, I gotta think this through, because then, yeah, I think I could do something like that and just probably add like an image in the middle. So I do need to add, I do want to add some trim and things like that. So let me see, I do have this Dollar Tree trim. Let's see, and I have some pieces here that I dyed. I have some of this on here. Kind of looks like little pom-poms. And then I have this one here. This is the, what do you call this one? The chevron, I think it is, they call it. I have some little pieces of ephemera in there, and some wooden pieces. Let me see. I have some burlap here. And you know what? I think I want to use this here. Like that. But I don't know if I should distress these pieces here. Even the blue one too. Distress it a little bit, meaning add a little bit of like color to it, but I don't know if I'm gonna ruin the piece. So I'm gonna cut a piece of this here. Okay, and I'm gonna add another piece to this one here. So I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm cutting off pieces because I think I know what I want to do. So I just want to try something out with the fabric here. So I'm going to take a piece of this fabric here, which is this one here. And I'm going to just test it out, see how it comes out if I add a little bit of distress to it. And see if that's what I want to do with the rest of the fabric. Okay, so I distressed the fabric, and this is what it looks like. Still has the color, as you can see, but it kind of made it look like it's worn, which I love, and so here it is as well. So what I used was this here, which is my Liquitex acrylic ink, which is this one here. You can see it's like a, what color is it? Transparent burnt sienna is one of my favorite colors. What I did was I put it in here and I diluted it a little bit with the water. and so I use both of them, but it's really like how do you call it? Even if you dilute it a little bit, it's so bright, this color, and vibrant. So I added a little bit here, and I added some water to it, and this is what I used, but it's actually this one here. So, and then I also added a little this white. This is Dr. Martin's bleed proof white, and then I just kind of blended it in a little bit, added some water, and just made it that. So loving it. So it goes better. I feel like it was a little too bright. Okay, so I think that looks a lot better. It kind of blends in with the paper better and all that. So let me just take this out of here. Okay, so I did try to make these a little bit more rustic, but what I was using really wasn't sticking, but it did make it look more worn, kind of, compared to the white. It does look kind of like a really light beige, so that's good. So I'm gonna just use these two pieces. So I'm trying to do this off camera so that the video is not super long, and so I was thinking about doing something like this, and then the same thing with this one here. On the top part here. Now, I did want to add a trim to the. I mean, that's a trim, but I wanted to add something else. So these are from the Dollar Tree. I bought these ages ago and I never used it. So let me see what this looks like here. Maybe I can use something like this. This one. That I could probably use it. So I don't know if you noticed, but I did cut that part out there just to make it rustic looking. So I may just add this piece because I'm trying like to come out of this opening here. Let's see if I can do something like that. And I'm just going to cut it out. So I think I could do that. I'm just going to. different. So I just sped up the video so it's not too long. So as you see, I added the fabric, and I added this trim inside the open part. I added some burlap and some burlap trim here, and this is what it's looking like now. So now I want to add an image, and I have this little book here that I ordered from Temu quite a long time ago. It has really pretty images like this, tons of them. So I'm just gonna pick two out. I think I want to put one on each. I thought about putting one here and then maybe adding something here, but I'll see. Because as I'm going and I'm making the page, I'm just changing everything as I go, because you know, no ideas pop in your head and things like that. So let me see what I could put here. Oh, this girl's so pretty. I like her. She's so cute. Let me just see if I could rip it out without. Look how cute she is. She's adorable. So I thought about putting something here, like right here in the center. I don't know if I should do like two. I think that's a bit much. What do you think? If I put one there, let me see if I could find another cute little girl. Oh, she's also very cute. Look at her. She's so cute too. Let me just take a look. And I think that looks nice too, right? And I can just add something there. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll do these two girls here. I don't wanna hide that part there. So maybe I can do this. But one there would look nice too. One up here. Okay. But then this is missing something too. I don't know if I should do 3 images. What do you think? I don't know if that's a bit much. Three images there. I feel like it's missing something though. Let me see. Okay, so I decided that I'm just going to do one image, and this is the image that I chose. She's going to go right here. I did add some, I forget what they call that fabric. Kind of reminds me of cheesecloth, but it's not. So I did want to add these hearts, but what I want to do is do some faux sewing with them twine, but I do want to place them down first. Now I don't know how I should place them, because I am planning to put these butterflies right next to them, so I'm not sure. Maybe I should do something like that. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first. Okay, we're going to do that one first. I'm going to add some glue. And I'm just going to add some sewing to it, just to give it some interest. Okay, so I thought this part needed something here, so I found these, and I want to put one of these in there. I don't know what letter though. Let's see. It's a J. Okay, I'm going to put the N for my daughter's name. So I'll just put that there. I'm going to distress it a little bit. Okay, my friends, so here's my page. I put it on the journal, and this is the final page here. I think I came out so pretty. And then I have my other two that I did off camera. This one here. And then I have this one here. Okay, my friends, so there you go. Take your little pieces of fabric and make a different type of journal page. Add it to your journal, collage. So if you need to add paint, you can do so many things to the page. Add a lot of great details to the page and have fun with it. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the page that I created and the other page that I created prior to this one. I thank you guys for coming back. And so I'll see you in the next video. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.